Yo, anatomy peeps. All right, so here we go. To set up a Punnett Square, first of all, the circle is the egg, the circle is the sperm. It makes no difference whether the sperm are on this side and the eggs are here, or we swap them back and forth. Makes no difference whatsoever. Okay, it's up to you to pick it up. So one parent's genotype. Genotype is the genes, is written at the top. So let's go with, let's say big S, little s. So let's go with, we're talking sickle cell, okay? And the other parent's genotype is written on the left side. Okay, let's say same deal, big S, little s. And we're going to write the letters where they cross in the appropriate box. Okay, well, first of all, this person in her eggs, she can only give one of her two alleles. So a big S there and a little s there. Because remember, these guys represent her eggs. Now these represent the guy's sperm. So every single one of his sperm is either going to get a big S or a little s. Okay? So now, so we did number 1, we had number 2. Now number 3 is write the letters where they cross. Okay. Big S and big S. A big S here and a little s here for this box. This box here is this big S sperm and this little s egg. And lastly, this box right here is going to be this little s sperm and this little s egg. Awesome. Okay, so what do the letters represent? They represent alleles, which is a version of a gene. Like, for example, if the gene for hair color, alleles could be red hair or blonde hair or brown hair. Okay? What process creates the sperm and the egg cells? Meiosis. Because remember, each of these has 23 chromosomes in them. And to get the 23 chromosomes, which is also called N, which is also called haploid, we do meiosis. Now these cells here have 46 chromosomes in them. So we call that 2N. And remember, we call those diploid or diploid because di means 2. Okay? That's how that's connected. So let's take a look at pea color here. Not pea as in like urine pea, but pea as in like green peas. Okay? So yellow in peas is dominant to green. Okay, that means we have a dominant recessive problem here. It's not incomplete dominance where the characteristics blend, like white and red blend to make pink. It's not that. It's not codominance where there are two pilots, co-pilots, where there is white and red. Okay, this is dominant recessive. So yellow, big Y, capital Y is going to be our loudmouth, so we're going to call that yellow. Lowercase y is our quiet person, so we're going to call that green. Okay, so now we got to figure out the genotypes. This is like the genetics, the letters. Okay, homozygous means same, dominant. So dominant is going to be capital Y, big Y, but it's homozygous, so it's 2 of them. Whereas this one is homozygous recessive. So you're going to get 2 little y's because homozygous is the same and recessive. Heterozygous, hetero means different. So 1 big, 1 little. Phenotype is, what do they look like? So big Y is going to look yellow. Big Y, little y, you have a loudmouth and a quiet one. Doesn't matter, the quiet one's there. All you're going to hear is a loudmouth, which is dominant, so that's yellow. And we have 2 quiet ones. So this is going to be a green plant because there's no loudmouth to take over the conversation. Okay, let's do a problem here. A homozygous yellow. Bam! Homozygous. It's either going to be a big Y, or little y. But here's the thing. You know it's yellow, so it's going to be big Y. We're going to cross it with a homozygous green. The only way to get a green plant is to have a little y, little y. So you're going to cross those. So just as we did up top, we can do big Y on this side, and little y on the top. Let's do that. So one of the big Y's goes here, one of the big Y's goes there. One of the little Y's goes there, one of the little Y's goes there. Let's cross them. So if these two plants, a yellow and a green plant, cross and have 4 little plant babies, we're gonna look at this guy and this guy, or combine this allele and this allele. So big Y, little y, because big Y, little y, and then big Y, little y. There we go. Those are our genotypes. There are 4 big Y, little y plants. What do they look like? They're all 4 yellow. Yellow, 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 because there's a loudmouth. What is the probability there will be plants with green peas? None of them. The only way to get a green pea plant is to have little y, little y. There's no way to get a little y combination in here, those 4 plants. So it has a 0% probability, 0% chance. Okay? Wing length. All right, long wings are dominant to short wings. Dominant. As soon as you see that, you're talking like big letters and little letters. Long wings. Let's pick a big L for long, and let's pick a small L for short. Okay, homozygous dominant. Big L, big L. Homozygous recessive. Little l, little l. Heterozygous means one of each. They're different. Big L, little l. All right. A big L, homozygous dominant fly will have long wings. A big L, little l, a heterozygous fly, will also have long wings because of the loudmouth, capital L. And the little l fly will have short wings because there's no loudmouth. All right, so let's cross 2 heterozygous long. Okay, heterozygous long, this is what we're talking about. We're crossing 2 plants. So heterozygous long is going to be a big L, little l, and a big L, little l. And the way we write that is you're crossing a big L, X, big L, little l. All right, one of these is going to go over here. One of these is going to go here. So big L, little l, big L, little l. One of these is sperm. One of these is eggs. So let's cross them. Big L, you get big L, big L. Big L, you get big L, little l. Big L, little l, another big L, little l. And a little l, you get... Okay, so before we go any further, let's figure out what these guys look like. All right, this guy and this guy and this guy are all going to be long-winged because there's a loudmouth in there. This is the only guy that's going to be short. All right, let's see what our questions are. What's the probability of producing long-winged flies? Well, we got 3 out of 4. So if those two mate, they've got a 3 out of 4. So 3 out of 4 chance, which is a 75% chance of producing long-winged flies. And there's only a 1 out of 4 chance, or 25%, of producing a short-winged fly. Think of it as a quiz. If you earn a 3 out of 4 on your quiz, it's a 75%. If you get only 1 out of 4 questions right, you got a 25%. All right, and I think that's it.